Hi guys, it's Kim and I am back with another pick a card reading finally. It has been a month, I believe, since my last pick a card reading, so thank you for being patient with me. I've tried to do them weeks prior, but I was unsuccessful. It just didn't feel right, so hopefully this time I can finish this pick a card reading and um, yeah. So today, I have a pick a card reading for you about should you let this person go? Now, disclaimer, please, this is a general reading. Only take the messages that resonate with you. If in your heart you're feeling, no, I shouldn't let this person go, but you gotta pick a card reading that says, yes, let this person go, then listen to that and just take the messages that resonate with you because this is a general reading, so a lot of people's energies are going to be coming through. A lot of people will resonate with the messages, and some may not resonate with the ones that they've picked, either because they were swayed to pick something that they weren't supposed to pick or wasn't the one for them. So there could be a variety of reasons why, or you were to pick something in order to get one very specific tiny bit of the message that I would express through the camera, but not, the final conclusion, and that's for you to decide for yourself. Ultimately, this is your decision. My hope is just to give you guidance and help you realize some of the things that you may not have been realizing. Or my hope is basically for the cards to help you decide in making a better decision for your life. There's no way that these messages can harm you or your path whatsoever. It's just not the way that it works. It's not the way that I read. These messages are only here for your highest good, no matter what you hear or no matter what you pick. So that's why I'm saying really be mindful of what you're picking or what you're hearing in these messages, and only take the ones that resonate with you. And don't be afraid, because none of this can harm you. It can only benefit you if it is right for you. With that said, let's get started. I have 4 stacks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you pick the first stack, you're going to have this heart chakra stone. Second stack is this lapis lazuli for the throat chakra. Third stack is the carnelian stone for the sacral chakra. And the fourth stack is for the solar plexus chakra. Not sure if these stones will align with the messages, but if you're feeling called to a particular stone, that may be your stack. So I'll go ahead and give you a moment. And again, thank you so much for watching my video and for tuning in. And as well, thank you for being patient. Thank you for the donations that I've received. And if you are interested in a personal reading, the information for that is below. Now, hopefully I can start talking cohesively now. By now, I hope that you also picked your stack, and let us get started. Alright, if you pick stack 1 with the heart chakra stone, your cards are Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, Breakthrough, which is 11. I believe this is the Justice card. And the traditional tarot. This is my newest deck, the Osho Zen Tarot. Then you also have Going with the Flow. Interesting. I believe these blank cards are aces. Not sure. Let me double check though. Yep, they look like aces. Alright. Then you also have Share the Love, which is 3 of Cups, and moving on, 8 of Cups. So the question is, should you let this person go? The answer is a yes and a no, and I'll tell you why. I feel like you may have had some unhealthy attachments with this person or the relationship that you have, to the point that you felt like you were feeling a lot of tension because you wanted to control something that you perhaps could not control. But I feel like you care about this person. This person could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And I feel like they're very significant in your life. Maybe they've hurt you. Maybe something really heartbreaking has happened in this situation. And that's why we have the Justice card coming through as breakthrough, because you finally have healed from that. I think you perhaps had been really in the situation of feeling down in the dumps and feeling betrayed or disappointed somehow. But now you're at this point of like going with the flow. This is 2 aces here, Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, but you know, it is a little different in the Zen Tarot. Osho Zen Tarot, it is a little different, but it's still 2 aces. So I think that's very positive. This is a new beginning for you. There's new breakthroughs happening. And I think it's in the form of letting go, but also loving unconditionally. I feel like this person may have had somebody new, or the reason for your breakup or disagreement was because of another person. So now you're understanding that you can't control this person. You can't tell them what to do, who to talk to, as much as you want to. So I think this 8 of Cups here of moving on is a little bit of like moving on from the past pain of this situation. So if you're in a relationship and you're having trouble getting over like a past hurt that has occurred, I think this is what it means. It's like you're letting that person decide for themselves how they want to act and how they want to behave, but you're being there for them anyway, and you're trusting them with your heart again. And you're trying to let go of this past trauma that has occurred in this situation. But if that's not you, I feel like, you know, you're still loving this person from afar. You're still caring about this person. But now it's like, you know, you're letting them basically be happy no matter what that looks like, and no matter if it's not with you, if that makes sense. It's not that you're letting them, like you have control over them, but it's like you're not letting yourself become too affected by it, because you're going with the flow as you have had a healing breakthrough happening. It's like, I feel like you got some new insight and you're like, whoa, wow, suddenly I don't care as much as I did. I don't have the unhealthy attachments that I did in the past, is what I'm getting with the stack 1. So for stack 1 people, should you let them go? I think so. I think you should let them go, like distance yourself emotionally from them. But if you're in a committed relationship, maybe now is the time to just give yourself some space and pull away from this person and give them some space as well, and just sort of go with the flow. Let things pan out and don't be like too controlling. I feel like you may have had a tendency to be controlling in the past with this one. But now you're like, you know what? It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I've healed through this. I've gotten through it. And really nothing can hurt me now is what I'm getting. You know, it's like you've reached a new level of healing, I think, with the breakthrough here. Justice is interesting. It comes up as a traditional tarot meaning for me as well. So I feel like you will get your justice with this one. Could be in the form of a financial gain, financial opportunity, an earth sign quite possibly, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And it could come abruptly, and you know, this could be your breakthrough moment. The Tower is about breakthrough too, and it's interesting because it's coming through as justice. Yep. So I feel like now, for those who pick stack 2, you're gaining your strength back. You're gaining your courage and your self-belief, self-respect, and you're understanding your worth again, or rather, you're remembering it. And it's like, you know what, if you want to go there, and if you want to be with that person, or if you suddenly forgot that I was the one that was once very important to you, it's fine, because now I know that I'll be good on my own, or, you know, I'll be bad all by myself kind of energy. That's what I'm getting with this. It's like you can't even bother with it anymore. I feel like you're just ready to like move on, get over it. But it's like you don't really truly have to fully disconnect and shut this person off, because you still have share the love. And it is the 3 of Cups, so it does talk about a third party situation. However, this deck here with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland, it puts a twist on the 3 of Cups. I think a lot of readers can look at the 3 of Cups with a tinge of jealousy or disdain because it's a third party situation. But this particular deck, I think, reminds us that other people are always going to be in our lives, and they're always going to come in and come out. And, you know, it's just our responsibility to be strong and grounded and stable enough in ourselves to not be affected by those other people, you know. And if it's really meant to be, then you don't have to worry about a third party situation. And you don't have to worry about losing this person, because they'll always come back to you. It's just the way that it works. What's meant for you will never pass you. But I think right now, though, it is time to pull back a little bit and go with the flow, feel the heart to feel emotions, but just, you know, understand that there is beautiful future ahead of you with plenty of opportunities, and, you know, it's beautiful. It's like paradise. Look at this card. This is your door that's awaiting you. You're no longer stuck in what has happened in the past, whatever this may represent. All right, so I hope that that gave you some insight for those who picked stack 1. And now, if you pick stack 2, the lapis lazuli for the throat chakra, your cards are the Justice card, which we also got in the first stack. We have the 8 of Wands, a very fast-moving energy. Then we have the Burden, which is the 6 of Swords. I believe in the traditional tarot, this is when they are on a boat leaving treacherous water for calmer seas. Interesting that it's depicted as burden here. Yeah, this is a new deck for me, so. Then we have 9 of Swords, sorrow. So lots of sword energy here. Definitely feel like somebody has been betrayed somehow. With the sorrow here, it's coming in strong because of, look at his face and expression. I mean, he is really, really sad about something. He looks devastated. Then we have the Hanged Man, 12, observe. And then also 5 of Wands, challenging times. Traditionally, this is when the 5 boys are fighting amongst each other and having some sort of sword fight with the wands that they have. So for those who picked stack 2, the throat chakra stone, Should you let this person go? Right now is not the time for that. I think perhaps you did get hurt. Perhaps you may have even been at this point. Could be in this energy right now of fighting and of being defensive. You could even be in the middle of like a custody battle. I'm getting with these two cards here for some reason. Getting custody battle. But should you let this person go? I don't think there's really much else. There's really not much message for you. I mean, like, that sounds horrible, but it's like I don't have the answer. I'm not sensing a clear yes, or I'm not sensing a clear no. So we'll see what this Oracle deck has to say. This Goddess Guidance Oracle deck by Terene Virtue. I love these cards. The reason why I'm saying that there's no answer is because I feel like you have to be in this moment. You're in a moment, or you're in a state of observation, of seeing things in a new perspective. So when you're in that type of state, you actually have to be in it to get through it, to go to the other side. And that other side may as well mean reconciliation with this person or complete disconnection. So the card that popped up for you is Ixchel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's Medicine Woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. I was a little confused because I wasn't sure how that would relate to the message. And another really confusing card, it says Bodies of Water. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, ocean to recharge your batteries. These are your two Goddess of Guidance Oracle cards. Yeah, I feel like you have to sort of be in this state of figuring it out for yourself. So I can tell you like, oh, do this, do that, do this, do that, no, yes, no, but it's like, it's not going to help you. You're not going to hear it because you absolutely have to go through it yourself, is what I'm getting with these cards. But I'm feeling like maybe for those that pick stack 2, somebody here is dealing with a situation that may be regarding the courts. Yeah. And it's like you have the Hangman because you're looking at things from a different perspective. And I feel like you're exhausted emotionally too. So this is what you were. This is whatever happened caused you to go to this 9 of Swords here. And it was really, really sad, and you were so broken up about it. But now you're here in the Hangman position, and you're like, you've shed all your tears, and now you're just trying to figure out a way of how to move forward. If that makes sense. Because you also have the 6 of Swords here. See here, there's a sense of movement as well, except this man here is really struggling. This man here is a little bit selfish, you know, like why can't he just walk? He's dictating everything. He's being selfish for his own comfort. Not even realizing what this person is going through down here. So I feel like that may have something to do with your situation. Somebody here has been selfish and has put the brunt of the weight on your shoulders, quite possibly. And I think you were tired of it. This is a challenging time for you. Could be a marriage. Could be a marriage gone bad right now. And you could be going through a divorce. It's all happening very quickly. You're trying to process it as efficiently as you could. But I think it's just, you need a lot of healing. And it's coming through to you because you have medicine woman here. You're a channel for divine healing power. So yes, you are going through these hard times, but I think it's because ultimately you have a higher purpose and you will go through this situation and come out much stronger than you have ever been. That's typically what happens when people go through very saddening or devastating situations. They always come out so much stronger. And, you know, it's actually very interesting. You would hope that the devastation doesn't happen, but ultimately it's like everything will be okay. And I'm glad that you're out of the situation or you're getting out of it. This is not a very pleasant card to see. I feel this right now. I feel this card. I feel the sadness of this card. I feel like bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as the lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. I feel like you really enjoy water. You enjoy bodies of water. Maybe you haven't spent time there in a while. This is just reminding you to take that breather and to be with nature in order to clear your mind. I feel like you may also benefit from a video that I posted because I talked about this a little bit like this. It's called the 5 tips to becoming who you truly are. It's one, I think it's my most recent video aside from this one. But, you know, it talks about anxiety and dealing with how to deal with stress and all of these things. So I feel like it could be a benefit to you if you haven't seen it already. Because this honestly helps me so much. Just seeing natural bodies of water, beautiful, so healing. And I feel like you may even get an increased hearing for your inner voice, your intuition. If you're in this peaceful, serene, beautiful place where you feel calm and you have more space to think clearly, then those messages that are being relayed to you from the divine will be much more receptive, I think. So let's go ahead and get a quick oh my goodness, a quick clarifier from the stack, Soul's Journey. So I feel like you may be able to use it right now. For those who picked stack 2, doubt. I release all the need to know all the answers. Yeah, so there is this aspect of control and perhaps holding on to things that have passed already. I think you may be even doubting some of your capabilities or doubting yourself in this situation because it's been so tough. But it's looking up for you. You have justice here. And I feel like justice can be talking about, you know, a justice issue, literally with the law or the courts, but it can also be that justice is on your side. And the fact that you have your channel for divine healing power shows me that you will come out of this much stronger than ever. It's just that it is a temporary, challenging time for you. So definitely keep your head up and take the initiative to, you know, gain some clarity. If it takes going by a body of water or taking a walk by a beautiful place that you love, then do that. Take that time for yourself. So for those who pick stack 2, I hope that gave you a sort of answer. I know it wasn't so clear, but it's just not the time to let go. It's just you're so in the middle of this right now. I can't tell you to let go of it because it just wasn't really telling me the energies of the other person. It was more so telling me of the energies of you, and I just didn't feel like you were ready to walk away from something or somebody. And if I did say walk away from somebody, I feel like you wouldn't even do it, or like it wouldn't even resonate with you. Anyways, if you pick stack 3, these carnelian stone, your cards are the World. I'll show you the World. Then you have the Nine of Wands, defensive energy. You also have 6 of Pentacles, which is 6 of Rainbows, compromise. Interesting. Then you have Trust, the Knight of Cups. Teach, 5, which is the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. Then 3 of Swords, Sadness and Isolation. Right, should you let this person go? This is interesting. I'm not getting a clear message. I feel like I have to get a clarifier for this. Alright, I'm just getting that you perhaps are married, because the Hierophant is traditionally about marriage, but it did show up here as Teach, so that's why I feel like I'm getting a little confused. You also have the Fool, which reminds me of this Trust card here, the Knight of Cups from the Osho Zen Tarot. So that's why I thought there was a marriage here, because of Hierophant and compromise, but it's not even the Hierophant, it's Teach. So should you let this person go? Again, you're here because something happened, or you're not sure about somebody anymore. Perhaps you are feeling this 3 of Cups Three of Swords energy of sadness and isolation. You know, somebody is supposed to make you feel safe and secure, and they're not. So that's scary. You wouldn't know what to do. But you also have the World here, so this is completion for you. There's a huge lesson to be learned. Whenever the World comes up, it's like an ending of a cycle and a beginning of a new one. It's time for you to level up, is what I'm getting. Should you let this person go? To be honest, it's up to you, of course. But it's like I'm not really sensing that big of a connection. It's like you almost really want to let this person go and you're just waiting for the confirmation to do so. It's like you wouldn't believe your own feelings about it, if that makes sense. It's like you know you should let them go because the connection is no longer there anymore. You're being guided towards something else, a greater purpose perhaps, but definitely something new. Because you also have Trust here. It's like you're taking a leap of faith in something. But it's like you know that that's what you wanted to do. You just didn't fully realize it in your own. You have compromise here. So this kind of makes me feel like you're tied to this person somehow. And it's interesting because you have the Hierophant here, doubling as Teach. So it could be that you're married to this person and that's what this tie is, but it's just, it's gone, the connection is gone and you don't think it can be revived. But ultimately, something is holding you here. You don't want to admit it to yourself, or you haven't just realized that you actually did want to go, and you're here for confirmation that you should go because that's what you really want. So, whatever your qualms are about staying, qualms. I keep saying that word qualms. Qualms. I keep saying it. I don't know why. But I guess it's the vocabulary word of the week or something. But whatever your qualms are about leaving this person, could be guilt, could be a promise, could be an engagement. You're no longer interested in it. It's like you found something new. There's something new that's caught your eye. But I feel like you can learn some tremendous lessons from the situation, and it will allow you to help others through it. So, like I said, this message is only going to help you. It's no way going to harm you. So I will leave that choice up to you. Clearly, there's not much of a strong connection here anymore. And I think inherently you know that. Because you're not feeling yourself. You're not feeling like your higher self around this person anymore. But some sort of compromise has to happen. Perhaps you guys own a business or some property together. That's why this card is here. Some sort of contract could be holding you two together, and that's what's keeping you in this connection. But would you rather honor that contract, or would you rather honor your truth? And it's really up to you. So for those who picked stack 3, I'm sorry I couldn't give you a definite answer, but I definitely hope that helped you gain some clarity on your situation. Now, if you pick stack 3, the solar plexus chakra stone, your cards are the moon, the high priestess, silence from the Osho Zen tarot deck. I believe 17 is the star card. We also have 4, the miser, 4 of pentacles, which is 4 rainbows in this deck. She's like greedy here, so it's very synonymous with the traditional tarot of the man who is holding very tightly onto his coins as if afraid somebody would snatch them right off of his hands. She's like, I want to keep all of these jewels to myself. And I think because of that attitude, she has lost a lot of that attractiveness. You also have Choose Your Battles, 7 of Wands. This is when the man is standing on a ledge. In the traditional tarot, this is when the man is standing on a ledge and battling 6 other wands below him. Then you have the Magician. All right. So should you let this person go? I think you see very high qualities in this person. You see this person as somebody admirable, a quality person in the way that you perceive quality to be important in, if that makes sense. But I'm also getting that you're defending this person. You're defending this person even though you may have had other people say that they don't like this person. They just have bad vibes from this person. Something about them, with the moon here, something about them doesn't feel right. The moon is about mystery and the unknown and secrets. It's also about what is hidden being revealed. But it's about secrets. It's about something unknown. It's about the subconscious as well. So it's like you've been fighting for something or somebody that you may not even fully know yet. And I think other people around you may feel that. And I think you're starting to feel that now. That's why you clicked on this video. You want to know if this person is in fact good for you or not. And I feel like there is a hidden trait about this person that he may not be expressing very openly to you as of yet, but may eventually. With this Four of Pentacles here, he could be somebody who's very possessive, could be somebody who's very needy or greedy even, could be somebody after money only, or somebody looking for financial security, or perhaps it could be somebody who is using you to get papers to live in the country that you live in. This is all very possible. I'm sorry that if that's scaring you, but if that doesn't resonate, don't take it. Absolutely don't take it. But if it does, and if it makes your ears perk up and you're like, wait a minute, that could be a thing, then take it. You know, these are general messages. These messages are to be, you know, just picked and thrown away if they don't resonate. If you like it, pick it up and use it for your own good. If not, just don't mind it. It's for somebody else. And the reason why I say that this person has like some sort of hidden quality about them that you may not be aware of right now is you have the Magician. This Magician, it's great. A magician can create things out of thin air, entertain people. They are master at manifestation. You can see this man here, he's using whatever is in this little toolbox to create whatever he wants. But also, a magician can be known to be a trickster and a sweet talker almost. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying this person could have a sort of other negative quality that you may not be consciously aware of right now, but other people who genuinely care about you may feel themselves. You also have Silence, doubled with the Intuition card. That's definitely telling you and reminding you to listen to your intuition and your gut feeling about this person. Because I think for some of you, you will feel that this person is not good for you. Then otherwise, then if that is you, that you feel that this person isn't good for you, then yes, your message is to let them go, because you will manifest and attract something better suited for you. The Silence card is also the Star card though, but since it is the Silent card and it is next to the High Priestess card, which is generally known for being a card of intuition and higher knowing, getting like a strong sense that you already know if this person's good for you, and now it's my job to just remind you why they may not be good for you if this stack resonates with you. But it's also, if we read it as the Star, it's saying that all will work out in your favor. You have nothing to worry about. Maybe this isn't even a huge deal. Choose your battles. Maybe you don't need to treat this as a huge deal. Maybe you could just say goodbye to this person and not make a huge deal out of it. Because I don't feel like it's that serious anyway. It could just be a new connection for those who pick Stack 4. It's not somebody that you've been in a relationship with for 10 years or something. I feel like a lot of the people in Stack 4 just started to date this person or just started getting to know this person. But there's some things about them that doesn't feel right, and they're wondering, or you're wondering, if that's your intuition that's sort of nudging you and giving you signs that this person may be hiding something that you may not be aware of right now. So let us go ahead and get a clarifier from the Soul's Journey deck. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So you could have run to this person out of loneliness. And now you're realizing that perhaps it wasn't a good decision, because now you're seeing that it probably wasn't coming from a right place, and that's why you may have attracted somebody who's not good for you, unfortunately. But if this is not resonating with you, by all means, pick another stack or wait on the next reading. Perhaps this particular reading has nothing to do with your situation. You will know this instinctively because you will probably already have clicked off by now. So I'm literally just talking to myself. Just kidding. I'm talking to the people who this resonates with. And you know who you are. So this is your message to take a stand and choose your battles wisely. Maybe this person is not worth any more time or energy, anything. You know it. Just pay attention to the red flags. Okay? So for those who pick Sack 4, that is your message. I hope that you gain clarity from it. I hope that you benefited from it in some way or somehow. And if you liked it, please do like, comment, and subscribe. That would be wonderful, and it would help tremendously with the channel as well. And again, if you're interested in a personal reading, the information for that is below. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.